What are some ways for you to be better over the phone or doing face-to-face sales so you can close more deals? I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Dallas, Texas on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about how you can close more over the phone or even face-to-face. So this last week I was working in a call center. That's something that I get asked to do. And I was working with this guy and he had been struggling. He wasn't closing deals. He wasn't setting appointments. So the company said, "Hey Scott, can you work with him?" I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely. I'll work with him, no problem." So the first thing that we identified was, one, he was stressed out, so he wasn't smiling. And believe it or not, you can hear the difference. You can hear the difference when somebody's smiling when they're not them versus when they are smiling. Right? You can literally hear the difference of a smile versus a frown over the phone. I'm doing it for you on purpose, right? It's perfect, it's like night and day. And so that's the first thing that I worked with him on. I'm like, "Hey, we're going to put a mirror right here on the wall, and every time that you're on the phone, you're just going to look at it and smile." He's like, "Well, I don't want to smile." And I said, "Look, we're going to have you go through some phone calls, and you're going to smile, and then you're going to listen to them." And so he did, and he's like, "Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I can't believe the difference." I'm like, "Yeah, see, look, just that alone will help you with your conversion rate." Now, the next thing was he was hovering over his keyboard. So your esophagus, when you talk to people, will make different noises depending upon if you're sitting up straight or if you're slouched over. You get a different type of voice when you do that. And so I told him, I said, "Hey, look, you either think you have to sit up straight and have this conversation, or you're going to need to stand up because you're going to get a different quality of voice." And the person who's on the other end of the phone, they can't see you. The only thing they can do is they can say, like, "What does this guy sound like? What does it sound like that he's doing? What's going on?" Okay. And the third thing that I realized was he had a pen and he was clicking this pen. And so, he was putting it by his mouth, by his receiver, and you could hear the click, the click, 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 click. So if you have any outside noise beyond your keyboard that you can drown out, take it out because it's very distracting. Now I hear a hearing problem, so if you put me in a situation where I got to listen to that click, I'm going to get frustrated. I'm probably going to hang up, okay? And then fourth on this list is if you have the capability of motion creates emotion, right? You hear that from somebody like Anthony Robbins, you hear from speakers all the time. Motion creates emotion. So the fourth thing is, if you have the capability, you could walk around. Now I know that me personally, I feel like I do better on the phone if I'm standing up straight and if I'm walking somewhere because I have motion going on. There's some euphoria that comes from walking when I'm on the phone. And so those are the 4 ways that you can increase your phone skills if you do some sort of telemarketing or if you have to call people and do follow-ups. Those are 4 ways for you to do it. 1, smile. 2, make sure that you sit up or you stand up so that you have that sound in your voice. 3, whatever noises you can get out, whether it's a clicking in a pen or a lot of noise in a call center. Maybe you have to go in a closet and make a phone call. There's nothing wrong with that either. And then last of all, 4, walk around if you got to. So there you go. 4 ways to increase your conversion if you do phone sales or if you got to make follow-up phone calls. Those are some sales skills and some sales strategies you need. This should be taught in Sales Basic Mastery. I don't know if it is for everybody, but there you go. Now, if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. You were thinking I was going to say, "Hey, no, call me." You were thinking I was going to say, "Call me." Nope. You got to subscribe. And you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.